Okay, looking at this save file, I am 25% through the regular puzzles, which does suggest that these 12 areas are, in fact, the entire game, minus some bonus areas. So yeah, I guess that is most of the whole game. I was kind of hoping there would be, like, more missions to go on, but, you know, I guess it is a big enough game as it is. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Talos Principle 2. Last time we solved some puzzles and went up into this thing, this giant mega virus or whatever it is, and we found the last laser to open up the Megastructure. So now it's time to go in. And there are 9 other areas around the Megastructure with puzzles, but we are going in. We're going to see what happens when we get inside. Alright, the blue one is where we're going. Alright, so the beaker is science, the gate, I'm looking at the icons. The gate is probably the golden gate that we found and couldn't open. The blue is the secret puzzles. Alright.
I finished my analysis of the particle clouds. At first I thought they might be some kind of nanotechnology, but I was wrong. It's a lot worse than that. What we're looking at is a completely unknown type and state of matter.
Oh.
Completely inexplicable within our understanding of physics. Created and manipulated by someone.
Fascinating.
Yes, fascinating indeed. The one possibility, because this is a sci-fi / fantasy game, is it could actually
Come
be
on, people, get on board. We haven't got all day.
the ancient gods of Greece. But given the theme of this game and the first game, I doubt that. It is probably... So my main theory is still that it's Athena. There's Athena who built this and is trying to lead the rest of us into another new future. What are those redirectors? Haven't seen those. Was one of these a tower that was built
1K?
while we were watching?
We're all waiting for you at the VTOL.
I know, I'm looking, I'm talking. I think that was the structure that appeared while we were here. Alright, let's not keep these people waiting.
Yakut, take us in.
Aye, aye, sir.
Have any of you ever read an ancient writer called Ian Banks?
Ooh, I have.
I guess not. He postulated the concept of the outside context problem. That's when a society encounters something so advanced, so different, that they simply could not have conceived of it. That's what this is. This whole place is one giant outside context problem. And we're headed right into it.
Yeah, Ian Banks, author of the Culture sci-fi series. Amazing idea sci-fi.
I think I can set down over there. Should I?
Please do. I can't wait to get a closer look.
But he is kind of like a literary writer. And a hard sci-fi. I mean, it's not hard sci-fi, but
Setting down.
It is very
Okay,
much
everyone.
idea
We need to
sci-fi,
explore as much as we can, separately if need be, but stay in touch.
and not
Record
character
anything
sci-fi.
interesting you find, and pay special attention to any clues as to who built this place and why.
The schematics we found in that lab were extremely incomplete. So if you can find any more of those, that would be great.
I think someone should stay at the VTOL just in case.
All right,
Welcome
we're
to
in.
you. See you later, Al.
So, if you want one Ian Banks book recommendation, I would recommend The Player of Games, because it is the most like standard like story structure. The rest are quite experimental, and it's very good sci-fi. Where are we? Let's look around. This is some very Star Wars-like architecture. I like it. Still no people. Gotta make sure I'm recording. Yes, I get paranoid every now and then. Now it's like the Borg cube. That's creepy. Oh, and if you're worried that Player of Games is book 2 of the Culture series, it's not really a series. It's just a bunch of books that take place in the same society. Look at this place. Doing the scanning thing. The scanning thing where we have multiple beams that just sort of move independently. What are you hovering? A cube and a sphere within a... Is that a representation of a 4D sphere? Is that literally a 4D sphere? Those rings are moving through each other. Oh, this brings some kind of feeling. Anything else to find? Yes, actually. I'm surprised. Golden wall. Can we drill through it? That's my first thought.
Isn't this an incredible space? Look at it all. It's beautiful.
I agree.
That's good. That's excellent.
You okay?
I find that a lot of people these days can't see the beauty in things created by human hand. They can look at an ant colony or a coral reef and be impressed, but if it was made by humans, they just don't see it.
Huh.
It's good to be humble as an individual, but we have to be careful not to lose track of our accomplishments as a species. If we're impressed by the complex patterns produced by animals, then this should be breathtaking.
Are you talking about New Jerusalem, or are you talking about the audience of this game? It is breathtaking. Because I haven't really noticed that about New Jerusalem. I guess that's me not paying attention. Oh, that's sci-fi, alright. Isn't that cool? It's got a cord going all the way around. Alright. I thought this guy was Byron. I was confused. What have you found? Is it an elevator?
This thing seems to be broken.
Ah. Need to power it with more lasers from outside.
Hold on a second, 1K. I think I can find an override for that door.
Okay.
Maybe after that, you can help me with this elevator?
One problem at a time. What's going on with these fast structures?
Oh, there's so much.
Okay, door should be opening.
Alright, I'll go
Now,
through the door.
About the elevator.
Just gotta remember there's that.
Actually, the elevator's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Eh.
No idea where I am, but it's working.
Oh, oh.
Don't go too far. Try to circle back.
On it.
It is kind of maze-like, isn't it? Where's the light coming from? Ceiling panels or something? What have you got there? Is that like a lectern or something? The outside context problem, coming back to Ian Banks again, is from a book called Accession, which is okay. Not my favorite of the Culture series, but it does have the outside context problem, which is probably what that author is best known for. Oh, cool. Someone whispering at me? This is big. I don't think it's going to be a platforming challenge. Alright, let's go back to the door. And go the other way. Wait. Did we come through here or is this a new path? What's up?
Hey, 1K, can we talk for a second?
Sure.
That whole thing with the elevator just gave me the creeps. When we first arrived here, I was really excited. It's such a huge place. The technology is so advanced. If we figure out what it all means, we could really change the future of New Jerusalem.
Oh yeah.
The mayor says we have to avoid repeating the mistakes our ancestors made, to stay humble, to not reach too far. And that sounds very abstract, but I've seen the ancient cities. I've seen how much they built, how much they grew, how far they fell. So I've been thinking, what if all this sets us on the same path? What if this is too much power for anyone to control?
Pretty abstract, man. I mean, in canon, humanity fell to a virus, which, I believe, looking up a little bit of the lore, was caused by climate change. It was, like, frozen into permafrost, and climate change caused it to melt and be released. But I think the way that you avoid these things is, I mean, there's two ways. One of them is to not do anything, but no, that's not the safe way either, because as the saying goes, the dinosaurs didn't have a space program. So true safety comes from researching and understanding risks and taking steps to avoid them, rather than avoiding growing and gaining knowledge and becoming powerful. So what are these options? You're right, this place could be dangerous, but we need to understand it. It's more complex than that. Power isn't necessarily good or bad. Definitely agree. Honestly, I think it's too early to tell. I don't think what went wrong with our ancestors was too much power. I think your original impulse was correct. The mayor's premise is wrong. He's assuming history can only develop in one way. So this is my genuine view, but we were talking to Yakut right now, and I think what I would say to him specifically would be this one. I don't think that what went wrong was too much power.
Then what do you think it was?
A lack of power. With more control over their biology, they would have survived. Not really. They got their priorities wrong. If they had properly invested in medicine before the virus, they would have survived. Most of them wanted to do things differently, but the political systems wouldn't let them. They weren't careful about the side effects of their growth, otherwise the virus would never have been released. It was just bad luck, a confluence of bad things. It doesn't matter what it was, we're not them. This one is good. This one, I don't really buy that one so much. They weren't careful about the side effects. This one's good. Yeah, I mean, not to get too political, but like, I don't think that the political system is what's driving climate change. I think it is the economic system. Now, of course, those are linked together. I think it is more economics that is driving climate change. It's like, oh, we have to cut costs. We have to continue the route that we've already trailblazed because changing would cost more money. I think it's that kind of mentality. Also, you know, properly invest in preventative measures before problems happen. Careful about the side effects. Yeah, I think, I mean, the issue is, in this game, it's a virus, right? Which is not something that we're dealing with in real life. Yeah, there was the great virus of 2020, but that was not anywhere near an extinction level thing. And we are kind of at the same place now that we were before it. So if we're just talking about climate change, then I'm going to say this one. The addition of a virus makes it a little bit weird to think about.
But that's exactly what the mayor thinks. Their obsession with growth damaged the planet, and that's what killed them.
It didn't kill them, they're still here. In us, there were ways of controlling those side effects. They failed to use them. It doesn't mean we have to. I guess the mayor was, no. It's not the growth that's the problem, it's how you grow. I'm going to say that one.
You're right. Sometimes I just get too pessimistic. We do have choices to make. That was the whole point of the simulation. Thanks for talking to me, 1K.
Heck yeah.
I know we're in the middle of something, but I kind of needed that.
I'm glad you feel better. I also feel like this is a different path than I took to get here. I don't remember walking over this. I don't remember walking past this. I don't remember this. You go one way, turn around, and... Oh, it's like the Labyrinth of Daedalus. It's got the... Or was that only in a modern retelling? I think I remember the walls would actually move in the labyrinth. But no, because Theseus used a string, right? To find his way back. The walls couldn't have moved. Anyway, there's a thing here. I mean, this is the only way I can interact with it. It appears to be solid and unmoving despite the fact that it is floating in the air. I think that's the extent of my ability to test it scientifically. Or maybe I just took a turn that I didn't realize was there the first time.
Same pattern, 1 gate, 3 receivers. Like some sort of fractal symmetry.
Set of puzzles, but I can't get there. I can get there. That was an accident, but oh well. This one is place. I cannot remember these controls to save my life. So why would it be right bump, right trigger, and left trigger? Have it be a different, but like, we have the A button. We have an A button. Let's place things with the A button. I guess I could remap it, couldn't I? Place, take bridges. This button. Rotate bridge, right trigger, that's fine. Select bridges, bumpers, that's fine. Okay. Let's go. I can rotate it like this, and I can place it like this.
I keep getting locked out of parts of the system. I think I've tracked down some more schematics, though. Let's see. This might do something. Or not.
Oh my goodness, this is so much easier! I saw a video essay, because I watch so many video essays on video games, about like controller mapping, like where to assign controls so that you use, like you cut the controller into areas and you like assign certain things to the bumpers, certain things to the triggers, certain things to the cross buttons. What is that? The tree is waving! It's like there's a breeze, but it's only waving the branches and not the leaves. That is so creepy. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, that is creepy. Let's do a puzzle. It doesn't have a name. The goal says activate 3 beams. Maybe I haven't entered the puzzle yet. Maybe it's in here. It's just another bridge. Am I going over there? I guess so. I don't think... No, this piece might work. What? But I'm getting right there. Come on, let it work. Let go over there. No, no. No, this isn't it. Have I got it? Nope. Try to press the run button. Let's start over. What if I went through there? Nothing, obviously. What if I use a different piece? Start with that one. Ooh. Yeah! Okay, so these puzzles seem not to have names. Okay, there's a green thing, there's a red thing. I don't suppose... I don't suppose I can get both of them to be red. 2 reds make a what? Anti-red. Anti-red would be... turquoise? No. What are the secondary colors? Red, green, blue, magenta, cyan. Anti-red would be cyan. That's actually like how quarks work, the particles that make up protons, which are the particles that make up atoms. So you know how electrical charge has plus and minus charge, positive and negative charge. Well, should probably just have one of these and one of these. Quark charges have 3 charges. So you're like, how do you have a physical thing that has 3 poles to a charge? And the math, turns out, works the same as RGB. And so they call it color charge. They call it red charge, green charge, and blue charge. And there's also, for antimatter, there is anti-red, anti-blue, and anti-green. So I guess it is kind of a 6-pole of charge. But yeah, in order to make a composite particle like a proton, the charges have to add up to white. Which is weird and freaking cool. That's creepy. So you can get a white composite particle from a red, green, and blue, from an anti-red, anti-green, and anti-blue, or from a red and anti-red, or etc. for the other colors. This is so cool!
This is madness. Even the walls are bursting with power.
What was that? Guys, what if it's the virus? What if this is the virus that killed the humans, and it evolved sentience, and now this is what it's become? I've read too much sci-fi. This tree's... Just saw it from the right angle at first, I guess. I thought it was fine. There's some stuff is already set up here. How is that working? Oh, it's receiving blue. Okay. Alright, and this is open. Some stuff is already here. Like, is this implying that my companions already tried solving the puzzle? Or is it implying that the thing, the creator, is here? What am I even doing? I don't see any goals. Up in the corner it says activate 3 beams. So here's a blue thing to open. We can do that. Oh, no we can't. Eh. Alright, let's... We can't see through this. Okay. Can't take it through here. Is that blue? Yeah, it's blue. No surprise. There is a connector over there, but it's behind a beam. I mean a field. What if we just take this? We can't do anything with it. What if we drop it off the edge? I'm too scared to find out. Now we've got a red here. Oh. Can we go through there, or is it... Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, but it was already mostly set up. I don't like that. I want to solve it myself. Is this a beam? It's a beam!
Good job, 1K.
Whoa, look at that. Alright, the green one's there and the blue one is there. I see. Yeah! Made it. It wasn't that dangerous. Okay. Where do I go next? So, probably to some of these other bridges. Ow. There's fall damage in this game? Wait. Oh, that's where I came in from. This is where that puzzle was. Now we go to a different puzzle. This is not a different puzzle. That was pretty easy. Oh, there is a different puzzle over here. I wonder if I could run if my run button were assigned to a different position. I never finished saying what I was about the controller setup, did I? So yeah, like, you map a certain type of thing to the triggers, a certain type of thing to the bumpers, a certain type of thing to the right side, a certain type of thing to the left side, a certain type of thing to up on the cross, like the cross being the D-pad and the ABXY, a certain type of thing to down, a certain type of thing to right, and a certain type of thing to left. And you just like group your controls that way, and if you do that, then they're intuitive. And people just are able to pick it up easy and understand what the controls are. That's why it makes sense to have A be the place button. Alright, another bridge. Oh, this is just the bridge back. Okay. Might as well, right? It counts as solving. Alright. So somewhere there is another puzzle I mean, we're going up to another puzzle. Maybe the one we walked through is the second puzzle. Or maybe that's the way to another puzzle, and this is a puzzle. Alright, we have a driller. And a connector. Isn't there a... yeah, there's a thing there, and a thing there. If we place it right here, it hit all of them. Yeah! I guess we're just passing through. Oh no! That was the way to a laser. Oh my goodness, this game is so cool. It's like The Witness, but with story.
Well done.
So let's go up to the last one. I assume this is up to the last one. There's a piece of modern art. Another statue. That's not a stairway. There's a bridge that... wait. Why didn't... did it not count because I didn't walk across it? That's weird. Alright, another bridge.
I wonder how far down this goes.
That was pretty easy. Ah, there we go. The sound effect. This is the puzzle I already solved. So it must be that other one that I walked through. Yeah, our vision gets glitchy if we fall too far. Must be this one. I didn't see anything though. There were no tools. I mean, maybe we can shine a laser down from another puzzle? I just walked through here. Yeah, there's those. Can we hit anything with those? There's a green one. There's a red one. Alright, we can hit the red one from over there. Yeah! I am the bravest man in the world. Connect me. Yeah, I am also the second bravest man in the world. Alright, we got a blue now. So, if we can... Well, here's an idea. What if... oh yeah, this is going to be easy. So we connect the blue right here. You probably see what I'm trying to do, right? I am the third bravest man in the world. I got spots 1, 2, and 3. And go in here. There we go. Yeah! 3 is enough. I don't want to be... I don't want to have too big of a head. It's the blue place.
The gate open. 1K, if you want to, go ahead. I'll finish up scanning this.
All right. The door opens to a hallway. The most mysterious and unexpected thing ever. A hallway. There's not anything over this way. Alright, let's make this bridge. If I don't, it's gonna bother me. Okay, walk here. There we go. Now it counts. Oh, on the top left we have connectors that are lit up. It's probably a progress thing. Didn't notice it until now. Alright, let's do it. These aren't puzzles. They're just easy. I am so intrigued by the mystery of this structure. I think it's behind that wall, the goal. So that one goes up, probably the other way does too. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing stuff. There was a hallway I didn't go to at the beginning. Maybe I should go back. I am the 4th bravest man in the world. Okay, where does this path branch? Right here. Okay, this was not an end. It was just part of the path. Alright, the door still works. It was around this corner. Yes. A handprint place. Chernyshevsky. On Loyalty, from Arkady Chernyshevsky in Our Likeness, Essays on Humankind Reaching Adulthood. What I propose then is that we are not born as entirely free agents, responsible only for ourselves. The very core of what we are, our sentience, separates us from and elevates us above the animal kingdom. As I have argued, this is not a matter of arrogance but of responsibility. However, this blessing also demands something else from us, something more personal than responsibility, and that is loyalty. Our ancestors, less atomized than we are, experienced a crude version of this loyalty, swearing allegiance to tribes, races, nations, and other semi-fictional concepts. This fragmented understanding was easily exploited and led to many conflicts. We can condemn them for that, or we can choose to believe these were necessary historical steps toward our growth. But above all, we must stop indulging in such childlike behavior. Our species can no longer afford to believe in Mother Russia or Uncle Sam. Neither, however, can we afford to indulge in the adolescent rebel's misanthropy, rejecting the many gifts we have been lucky enough to receive, not from above, but from the history of our species. To put it simply, each of us owes a burden of loyalty to humanity itself, to the human project across time and space. This is not a minor matter or some abstract issue for philosophers. It is a profound and significant part of every human life. It is a universal source of meaning and insight that can bind us together and set us on a path for a brighter future. And it is also a division, a line that must hold against those who preach the gospel of self-annihilation. We ignore it at our peril. This is what I was talking about at the end of last episode, where the developers are setting us up to present alternative perspectives. I love it. Also, this is pretty in line with my views. I don't really call it loyalty. I guess I just never thought of using that word. But yeah, this is pretty in line with my own views. Chernyshevsky, like Drenid, stood by this belief to the bitter end. Without him, the archive would not exist. As we owe humanity our loyalty, so we owe a more personal debt to those individuals who gave everything for our story to continue. But then there comes the question of, does this apply to every single person, or does it not make sense to apply it to every single person and sort of let other people find their own source of meaning and their own values? Which I am more along the lines of tending to err in the direction of letting other people find their own way. What's up? Can't talk to you. Okay, I think that's all I missed. Can I go in the elevator? I think the answer is no. There is an invisible glass wall preventing me that's very hard to see. I am the 5th bravest man in the world. Alright, I have returned to the great laser door. Time to see what lies beyond. More puzzles, probably, if I have to guess. What is this? It looks like dirt and rocks and trees. And a terminal. Okay. So whatever this terminal is, it's probably got something pretty important to say if it's hidden away in a place like this. This also looks like the end of the road for now. What's up, data space? Question. Well, I can select. I have to use the pad instead of the stick. For Miranda.
I have a question. I was doing some reading while the last trial was running, and I came across something I don't understand. There's a lot of references to ancient human beings feeling that science is boring. To me, everything we're studying is mind-bendingly incredible, whether it's quark gluon deconfinement or neutrino antineutrino oscillations, or even something incredibly basic like the properties of light. I understand why our ancestors cared about art, why a beautifully crafted story or poem was moving to them. But how could they not see that everything that surrounds us is just as incredible? Studying science is like studying the most incredible machine ever created, a machine designed to build worlds and tell stories. How could they not see that? I'm sure there's a good explanation, but I don't get it.
Oh, as somebody who has a master's degree in science, I somewhat agree with that sentiment. Science is freaking cool, guys. You should watch YouTube videos about it. It's another hallucination.
Mother? What are you thinking about, Mother?
The Talos Principle. You see, it has two
Ooh.
applications.
Athena.
One is to the self. It means facing the truth even if it frightens us. Understanding that living beings are machines and we can't afford to lie to ourselves. But that's just the beginning. The second application is to the world. This one seems easier at first. It's less difficult to understand that the universe is a machine, governed by laws.
So we and the universe are the same.
No, and that's the crucial part. We are conscious. Consciousness is rare, unlikely, but it's also the foundation of everything else. Without us, there can be no meaning. Without someone to perceive it, the beauty of the universe is pointless. But that shouldn't make us arrogant. No, in fact, it means we carry a tremendous responsibility. We are the light of the cosmos. And if we go out, there will be nothing but a cold, dark machine.
Act 2. Didn't we already... Oh yeah, there's prologue and then Act 1, I suppose.
Athena.
The founder was here?
She could still be here. What if this... This is why she left, to build all this. We have to look for her.
I'm reading some pretty big energy spikes. I think we better scramble.
But she could be right here, right behind the next door. I could turn around a corner and walk right into her.
If she's really here, she'll still be here when we come back.
Yeah.
But right now, safety needs to come first. Let's go, Byron.
Yeah.
You're... Oh. Damn you, but you're right.
Yeah, he is.
Heading back.
I noticed it starting to shake. I was like, this is kind of scary. I wonder if I'll make it back.
Was that really the founder?
I
It's
think
shaking.
so.
It was her. For years, I've wondered what happened to her, why she left, where she went, why she didn't tell me.
If the answers are here, I promise you we'll find them. We just have to be careful. Follow protocol.
Yeah. Alcatraz. This is why you're here.
I still can't believe the founder built this place. Has she been here the whole time?
We don't know that she actually built it. All we know for sure is that she was here at some point.
Of course she built this.
Or
who else would
her
have
recording
the kind
found
of
its
vision
way here.
necessary to accomplish something like this? The question is why? And why like this? Why recreate all these aspects of the simulation? What is she trying to tell us?
It does seem like it might be a test. I can't imagine any other explanation. But why is it so broken? Or does it just appear to be broken so that we have to learn how to fix it? I hate this.
Well, I know one thing for sure. Everyone in New Jerusalem is gonna go absolutely nuts.
that was a very Carl Sagan view. The idea that I thought I was at the entrance. The idea that the universe is grand, but there has to be consciousness in order to experience it, which I basically agree with. However, I don't think that humanity, I'm not convinced, I should say, that humanity is the only consciousness or even the only complex
All right,
consciousness.
Take us back to base camp, Yakut.
Yes, sir. I'm getting some new readings. Looks like 2 of the northern sites are lighting up.
I think that may have been me. I suspect the puzzles are somehow tied to the transport system. Like we're supposed to solve them in a particular order.
Well, it was shaking, but it doesn't seem to have crumbled. Alright, so we got 2 more worlds open.
Alright, everyone. Our main objective is getting back into the megastructure. 1K, I want you on puzzles. You seem to have a knack for them. But the rest of us can't neglect our secondary objectives of studying this island and understanding this technology.
So did it collapse? Did it break? Or why can't we go back in there? Yeah, so Athena's view is... I'd say I pretty much agree with Athena's view. That's a very good perspective on why humanity should be saved and preserved. This is like the Star Trek view, the Carl Sagan view. Yeah, it's pretty good. Any issues I have are just like detail nitpicks, not like we're ideologically on the same page. No new talking to people. You know what? I think that's probably a good place to end the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Talos Principle 2 and other awesome games. I'll see you next time. Bye!